We got breaking news, y'all. Per Adam Schefter, former federal judge Sue L. Robinson has found that Deshaun Watson violated the personal conduct policy and suspended him 6 games. We're going to get into that, what that means and what that means for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And is that a lengthy enough of a suspension? Please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss any of our daily segments, breaking news, or our weekly live. We just had one this past Saturday, our first one. It was awesome. It was amazing. I highly recommend you go back and watch that. With that being said, guys, let's get into this. So Adam Schefter, reported earlier that Deshaun Watson has gotten 6 games per source from federal judge C.L. Robinson. And so 6 games, I think that's a little weak, but we have to realize that this isn't the final word on the suspension. Roger Goodell and the NFL have 3 days to appeal this. And at the end of that appeal, he can basically change to whatever it is he feels necessary as deemed appropriate, the suspension for what Deshaun Watson has done. Now, what's important about this tweet and what's important about the notification that has come out yet is that Judge Sue L. Robinson has found that Deshaun Watson has violated the personal conduct policy. Now, because she has found out that he's violated the conduct policy, that opens up the punishment, so to speak, for Roger Goodell, as he is the last person that gets the say all into it. Now, just for some perspective, Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins received a 6-game suspension for a PED violation. Deshaun Watson was facing over 24 sexual misconduct lawsuits. So I think they're just looking at that and looking at what Roger Goodell is in the past, I'm not sure this suspension is over. I know the NFLPA has come out and said that they believe that the 2 non-indictments from the Houston area grand jury and also the findings from Sue Robinson is enough to call this over, and they are going to accept and not appeal the 6-game suspension. That's fine and dandy. However, 6 games is far from what was expected, which was at least 1 year. So I don't think this is over. I think this is going to continue. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you guys think. Do you guys think that this suspension is too weak? Do you think it's too much? He had 2 non-indictments. What do y'all think? Now, also, guys, don't forget, Houston Texans had reported that there was about 76 women that Deshaun Watson used over a 2-year span as massage therapists. So there's a lot of women that can still yet come out of the woodwork. In fact, there was one that came out here recently that Deshaun Watson's party wasn't even aware of. So I don't think this story is done. I don't think the suspension is over. I think it may go a little bit higher. It's going to be all on Roger Goodell's, shoulders, but I don't see it going less than 6 games. So let's just say it goes to Roger Goodell appeals it and he does it for a year. Then at that point, the NFLPA can come back and appeal that decision, and then they'll probably go to some type of agreement at that point. But the line at this point has been set at 6 games. So what does that mean for the Pittsburgh Steelers? That means that first game in Cleveland on a short week in week 3 is going to be against either Jacoby Brissett, Josh Rosen, or the former Pittsburgh Steelers, Josh Dobbs. That is a game the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to win, in my opinion. It's a game that's going to give the Pittsburgh Steelers a leg up in the division, a leg up in the rivalry against the in the rivalry against the Browns, but also in the heads-up competition against the Browns. The Steelers don't play them until later on in the end of the season. At that point, I believe it's the last game of the season. At that point, I fully expect Deshaun Watson to be their quarterback, and so that's not going to be an easy game. He's been out for a while, so potentially some of the play that he's had is going to deteriorate. And that might be also what kind of led into the 6 games as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might just solely be because he was suspended from the Houston Texans last season for a year. I don't think they put it out there as a suspension, but they weren't allowing him with the team. They were paying him, and he wasn't allowed to perform or play and practice and whatnot. And so it sounds like a suspension to me. Once you put that into perspective, that's a year and 6 games. I still don't think it's enough. But that's all I got for you guys today. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell. With that being said, guys, I'm Daniel J. This is State of the Steelers, and peace.